excitement of life coursing through your being?
Yes.
I'll try that again. Isn't it wonderful? Coursing through your being. Yes. How exciting. If, when you wake up in the morning, you can get past your ego reminding you of who you believe you are, then you can begin to make yourself open and receptive to experience the vibrancy of life that's all about you. And that's even if you wake up at night. It's when you allow yourself to tune in to your natural connections with life. And I'm talking about the realm of miracles. Now I know the days and times in which we live, there's a lot of static there, deliberately trying to get us to miss that. But nevertheless, this world in which we live, this planet upon which we live, is filled with a vibrancy that expresses this in ongoing ways. Einstein said nothing is a miracle or everything is a miracle. Life is a miracle. There is no explanation for life. There's no explanation for how we even perceive the world. We get these little bits and pieces and we put it all together and we come to the conclusion, I got it. I understand. I'm tuned in. And in times like this, when we have opportunities for communication, we get the feeling that we understand each other. That somehow or another, we're connecting and we're relating in a way that draws us together to a place of perhaps a unified field of consciousness that begins to affect our conscious connection. That then we begin to be more open and receptive to this realm of miracles. I gain so much pleasure at times going out at night, especially when it's not raining. Even though I love the rain, but so far as being able to look up into the heavens and to see that vastness of life itself. And occasionally, a shooting star. To the point to where we even call that miraculous when we're able to see it. I mean, how often do you see shooting stars? In the daytime? Very seldom. At night, occasionally. But the fact of the matter is, you see, these miracles called shooting stars are happening all the time. Which then brings us to a place of looking and seeing, all right, are there miracles occurring in life right now, and perhaps in my life right now, that I could be picking up on and feeling that jolt, that influence that miracles have upon us? You see, the fact of the matter is, we can choose to notice them, or we can choose to ignore them. And either way, and especially with the ignoring of them, we're unaware that our destinies may hang in balance. So my encouragement is, tune in to the presence of miracles. Because beyond your physical self is a domain of reality which most people ignore. And this domain of reality is our own being. When we can tune into our sense of self, we then become aware or more open and receptive to the miracles, and perhaps even take it to the place of taking advantage of it. This is an infinite field of possibilities, which is our own true self, not our ego identity, but something beyond our ego identity that we're then able to tap into the source. Even when you think you have your life all mapped out, things happen that shape your destiny in ways you might never have imagined. I know that you can think of times when you felt something occur, had something happen to you that was extraordinary, and you in the moment said, wow, what was that all about? Or you said thank you for that intervention. Driving down the highway at 90 miles an hour in the fog like an idiot and having something say, now is the time to put on the brake now. And you do so and stop within inches of running into the back of a truck. And you say, wow, am I ever thankful for divine intervention? Causes you to realize, wait a minute, there's either another part of me or there's something outside of me or someone who exists in another dimensional reality who is aware of me and is for me continuing this lifetime, who steps in and informs me in the moment. Now, I could have ignored that, and if so, there's a good chance I wouldn't be here today talking to you about it. You see, these things that happen to us, they do occur with greater frequency than we often realize. It's a surprise, right? A surprise like the great Indian poet Rubin said, the fact that I exist is a perpetual surprise. I know, we're so programmed. We're so influenced to only operate at certain low-level frequencies of awareness that we come to a very diminished consideration that we know it all. We've got it all figured out. When the fact of the matter is, it's quite otherwise. I liked what was said in the opening statements about having a childlike faith that allows you to get out of your programmed superior adult awareness and to see, my God, I can feel so much more me and open and receptive, and at the same time allow myself to feel vulnerable so that I can begin to experience some of these mysteries, some of the magic of life that otherwise I would not even be close to aware of. You see, our linear thinking of the rational mind actually misses the whole point. The synchronicity of life is choreographed by a great pervasive intelligence that lies at the heart of us and lies at the heart of nature and seeks our conscious recognition of it. And if we say yes to that, we then open up to a different level of our being, perhaps called the level of the soul. It goes beyond the egoic mind. And it enters into a realm where many things can then happen. We can become more aware of the exquisite patterns and synchronistic rhythms that go on in all existence. So, we're talking about miracles, the opportunity for us to connect with them, to open up to them, and perhaps with attention and intention, begin to seize upon our feeling their presence in our lives. And in so doing, then begin to address life with a different awareness. It's nothing that I can guarantee for you. As a matter of fact, it isn't anything that I can really guarantee for myself or that I attempt to guarantee. But I do know that when I put myself in that state of receptivity, then I am open to the happening occurring within a realm of receptivity that I have open and available. Because you see, miracles are a part of our daily lives. Coincidences, small miracles, are happening every day, and they are the hints that the universe has a much bigger plan for you. As a matter of fact, even bigger than you ever dreamed for yourself. Now, this is an aspect of everyday living and the opportunity to open yourself up to miracles. I want to make another reference here in bringing this together, and that is what is known as the gift of miracles. Nearly 2,000 years ago, it was recorded that the gift of miracles and other aspects of gifts of the Spirit came alive within a small group of people. It activated them in such a way that they were able to do things, say things, accomplish things that seemed miraculous, incredible. And one of these was a gift of miracles. Imagine in yourself that you felt a closeness with Source, Life, God, whatever name you wish to call it. And you began to open yourself up to that and seek to have a deeper, more meaningful relationship. And as you did, you found that this greater power about you, as well as in you, began to speak to you. That still small voice began to open you up and lead you in ways to where you found yourself wanting more and more of this. To where then one of the evidences of your connecting with this source was that strange and unusual, miraculous things began to occur in your life. And at the same time, you were simultaneously brought to the awareness, this is not about me nor for me. This is not for my edification. This is for people's realization of the deeper power, the more magnificent presence that exists in all life. To where then you who were witness to it, began to open yourself and consider more deeply, who am I? What is this that I am experiencing called life? Why am I here? What is all of this? To where you began to let go of a lot of the head knowledge that had been interfering with your development of this childlike faith. So I bring this to your consideration, and I bring it to you right here, right now. This room has witnessed many things and holds a memory of all of them. One more profound memory was added today with the operatic expression that was brought to each and every one of us, and our individual and collective response to it. It brings to light the realization we are inseparably connected, one to another. If we can begin to live with that attending awareness, we will be more open and receptive to the ongoing miracles that life has available. Thank you for your attention.
For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.